You see, as a business owner, what you should be able to focus on is looking on the business, not in the business, and focusing on growing your business, growing your portfolio. I know in your world, working for other agents, you have actually taken over, I think we try to calculate, well, yeah, probably 12, 13, 14 portfolios for clients. We're trying to work out the number. We're not exactly sure before we came on. But there's been a lot of portfolio takeovers that you handled for clients. And it's actually become quite a bit of a speciality for you, actually. And I'm not saying that, you know, your outsourced team has to be an expert in this, but, you know, it makes life a lot easier. If you know, as a business owner, you can go out and acquire 100 properties or 50 properties and pass them back to the back end, and they take care of it. So I'm talking about how you can focus on growth, focus on getting more landlords, focus on letting more properties, selling more houses, building the portfolio, acquiring portfolios, whatever it is you want to do. There is so much you can do. So Dawn, just give us an idea of what a great outsourced team would be able to do in the example of a portfolio takeover. What would you expect from them?
Okay, I mean, that's quite a simple answer, really. I would expect, of course, it's the agent's job to go out there and negotiate the deal. Once they've done all of their due diligence, which I would expect to a degree that, you know, if you were a client of mine, that I would help and support you through that, so that you know what you're looking for. Because remember, we are the specialists in terms of compliance, and so should your outsourced agent. But once you've done that deal and once you've agreed and the deal is done, quite simply pick it up, plop it here, and we'll do all of we'll put it on the system, we'll get it all set up, we'll start collecting the rent. I mean, really, it is what your management department would do if you still had one in-house. So you do the deal, which again is the nice, happy clappy, you know, negotiating, exciting thing, get the deal agreed, send us over the information, and then we get it all entered onto the system under your brand, and start raking in the income. And I have had a couple of clients that have actually done this, bought existing portfolios whilst outsourcing their management. And the fact that they haven't had to deal with because the time consuming thing is actually getting it all on your system. You imagine adding 150 properties all in one go.
Quite challenged. And I know also it's going beyond that as well, because sometimes there's been portfolio takeover where some of the paperwork isn't perhaps quite right, or there's been things missing like gas certs, or there's been a situation where there's been rent arrears and you've had to put that right as well. And I know that's it's just part of the course, isn't it? Whenever you take over a portfolio, you obviously, the guys have done their due diligence, they knew what they were buying, but then it needs sorting out. And I think that becomes part of the outsourced agent's role as well, in making sure that everything's continued to be improved as a portfolio as well.
Yeah, because in order for us to manage properties compliantly and effectively, you know, we have to make sure that the tenancy is compliant. So if we were to get a portfolio and, like you say, you know, there was no gas certs or there was rent arrears or so forth, that is our main goal, is to get that into a position of legality and into a position of payment. If it's not going to be into a position of payment, it's looking at, right, what's the best route for this tenancy? It might be serving notice, but absolutely, you know, support and provide everything that you need to get that portfolio into making money.
Right.